Hi guys, so tonight I'm going to be doing a kind of quick review for Jennifer Armentrout's book Half-Blood, which I just finished reading earlier today, and I really loved this book. There are some things about it that I'm not really sure what to think of, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So the first thing about Half-Blood is that it is a mythology-based book, and it is about purebloods and half-bloods. So just to sort of explain this to you so that it's not too confusing, I'm just going to read the first part on the back here so that you kind of understand what's going on. So the hematoi descend from the union of gods and mortals, and the children of two hematoi, purebloods, have godlike powers. Children of hematoi and mortals, well, not so much. Half-bloods only have two options: become trained sentinels who hunt and kill daemons, or become servants in the homes of the peers. So basically the peers are like the higher up, they have more power, they're much more esteemed and respected, and then the half-bloods are sort of just there to protect the peers from these evil daemons who are basically possessed and like to feed off of purebloods because they have this ether in their blood that is just very addicting to the daemons, and they basically live off of this stuff. So the story is about a girl named Alex, and Alex is a half-blood. So she is in training at the Covenant to learn how to fight daemons and protect purebloods, because basically that is her only option unless she wants to be a servant for the rest of her life. I really loved Alex as the main character. She was very fun and feisty, and she was like snarky, and she definitely made me laugh. She had a great sense of humor, and she was just like a kick-butt kind of girl, which I really love reading about in a story. I don't want to read about, you know, like wimpy characters whining and pining about some guy that treats them like crap. You know what I'm talking about? So I really liked Alex. She was a very refreshing character to read about. Okay, let's talk about the love interests in this book. So the first one is named Aiden, and Aiden is just sexy as hell, basically. Aiden is a pureblood, and he is trained to be a sentinel at the Covenant. Alex had run away with her mom a while back, and I'm not going to tell you what happens with her mom because that's like a big spoiler, and I don't want to like I don't want to give anything away, but basically Alex has not been trained in a long time, and so the only way that she can stay at the Covenant and go to school there is if Aiden trains her before the fall semester starts, and she can catch up. So right away there is like this major chemistry going on between Alex and Aiden, and it's just all like lust and desire like all over the place. So they're like totally head over heels for each other, and Aiden is just like a super dreamy kind of guy. He's just yeah, anyway. So and then there is Caleb, and I have a piece of hair like stuck to my lips that's really annoying me. Okay, so Caleb is Alex's best friend, and they really are chummy throughout the entire book. Caleb is just a really like faithful kind of guy. He's always there when Alex needs him, especially towards the end of the book, and I'm not going to give that away either, but so Caleb was a cool guy. And then there is Seth, and Seth is what is known as the Apollyon, and the Apollyon is basically like this godlike person on steroids or something. I don't really know how else to describe him. Basically, he can control like all 5 elements, and everybody is just scared to death of him. So lo and behold, there is not only a Leah in this book spelled L-E-A, but she's a redhead. Hello. So I was just like, get out. There's a redheaded Leah in this book, spelled exactly the way my name is spelled, and she has red hair. I was just like, that is awesome. Now, in the book, given she's kind of like a major biatch, but that's okay. I loved reading about her anyways, even though she was super bitchy, and I'm not like that. So, but it was still fun to read about her character as well and how she and Alex sort of interact throughout the book. So that was just a funny little thing that sort of made me feel more invested in this book because there's like a redheaded Leah in it. So the plot was awesome. It was just filled with like twists and turns, and there's a lot of action, there's a lot of fighting going on, so I really liked that about it. There's definitely drama and like romantic tension and sexual tension and like all that stuff going on, which is always a lot of fun to read about. So overall, I really liked Half-Blood. I am absolutely in love with this cover. I've probably said this at least 2 or 3 separate times on different vlogs that I've done, but this cover is probably in my top, it's definitely in my top 10, and it's maybe in like my top 5. I just love this cover so much. It's so eye-catching, it's so gorgeous, and I could just stare at it like all day long. It's so pretty. So love the cover for Half-Blood. I definitely loved reading this, and I'm gonna have to now pick up Pure and see what happens next. So guys, that is my review of Half-Blood by Jennifer Armentrout. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, please like the video below and subscribe to my channel above at LibraryLand84. If you are watching this from my blog, please leave me comments if you have read Half-Blood or if you plan on reading Half-Blood, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. And I think that's pretty much it, so I will see you guys later. Bye!